we don't have government. The government are supporting the Fulanis, and that's how they have the growth to come into somebody's farm, and dig it out, do whatever they want to do. If I tell you, say we have the president, it's a dead typical pure lie.
It happened because when you labor and you find your grow, and eventually a animal just barge into it and you make it from A to Z, and you render your crow to the zero level.
Farmer-herder clash in Nigeria have been ongoing for a while as pastoralists continue to migrate in search of greener pastures for their cattle. This has over time devolved into destruction of farm produce, cattle rustling, and consequently loss of lives. The clash have largely been limited to the rural areas in the country, but over time, it has trickled down to the suburban regions and the Federal Capital Territory inclusive. The crisis has led to food insecurity as farmers, who are the primary producers, have been discouraged from going to their farms owing to the acts of violence by armed herders whose cattle destroy their crops. On Tuesday, the 16th of March 2021, Mr. Yacob Samson, whose farm is located in the central business district of the FCT Abuja, was attacked by 3 Fulani herders on his farm when he questioned the presence of their cattle destroying his farm produce. Mr. Sampson, former military personnel, retired in the 90s and has since been the custodian of the 400 by 400 square meter land owned by late General Sani Abacha for the past 24 years. He narrated how the herders continue to bring their cattle on his farm to destroy his source of livelihood.
I brought my children from school. Then I now started them. They push all their cultists. When they bring down their cultists, instead of them to even control the cultists, they did not control the cultists. They now sat down where I put my farming uniform. That's why they were taking their bulls. White Gogoro and Wui is there. David is there. Then why do you push cultists into my farm like that? They said, Uwaka, that's my mother. That man will come, will dig it out with you. That was the comments that came out. First comment that came out from them. And I'll pursue them. When they follow here, you can see this, their footprint there. They followed here. See all these bananas, these young ones, they chop them. And I'll follow them. And I block them. Then I said, that man will come, will kill you. You do what? And I will show you, still snap that iron where I use. And I said, you kill me. Okay, let's go ahead. Senior one. The other one for back. Now just use stick. Look at it now. I don't look at it. I've not even washed my head. See, I just hear pow with the sense that I will fall down. I said, Nalayo, I'm a retiree. I will not fall down. And I'll face them.
Okay, how many were they?
There were 3. There were 3.
Okay.
3 in one.
Okay. So who are those people?
They are the Fulanis now, they rear the cattle.
Mrs. Yemi, an eyewitness, also spoke about the level of destruction wreaked on Mr. Sampson's farm. She says this has hindered him from planting vegetables and yams for fear of destruction usually caused by the cattle.
Yesterday on, it's like those cows, they are eating the goods, all these vegetable, the man that's put inside the farm. So the man now started, you people have started, and that's that harm the man, break the man head. With those, their sonda, that's Fulani stick. Yes, it's the one they use. This is the 3rd time now. Last year twice, this year one. Maize, different things. Even everybody, me likewise, me I used to buy there. I will buy vegetable, wedu, for maize. Everybody will buy and eat. Even yam, they used to harvest yam, come outside. We used to buy, but since 2 years now, we know they buy anything there because of the Fulanis.
Another eyewitness, Mr. Wale Bakare, also expressed his sympathy towards the victim, advising the government to look inward and put an end to this menace.
Is there any means we can use to tackle it? The answer is from government. Because we, as a farmer, or we have an uncle that is a farmer, we have a brother that is a farmer, we are not just come from, heaven, but we are also brought up in a rural area. And how do I experience it? We are all farmers as well, because as long as you wake up in the morning and you find something on your table, you cook, it's also come from the farmers. So you cannot just look down on the farmer that they are not important. They are also important than the same Fulani. The Fulani we're talking about, I remember about, let's say, 20 years back, we don't have this kind of, attitude from Fulani. How come these things suddenly happen within 2-3 years now? So the question should go direct to government. We should be able to iron this thing into not to expand beyond time. Beyond what will take. It will not be controlled. It will not be controllable anymore.
As food insecurity looms in the country, experts continue to urge the federal government to intervene in the crisis between farmers and herders before it gets out of hand.